Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? Rants and Gunner, bro. Lee, what you telling me, bro? Now I'm saying Berta madness, bro.
Everything's rigged, Rants. It's rigged. We got each other on the first day of the season. It's rigged. It's rigged. Absolute disgrace. I can't believe it. They've stitched our whole season up already. We've got Man City, Newcastle, Liverpool. I mean, it's disgusting behaviour. I mean, it's not like they've been banging on about how shit Man U are all season. So why they're so worried, bruv? Like, you know, you got top Reds out here crying, we got Arsenal, we got Man United. Get out of here, man. Nobody cares. Now we're linked with Noni Madueke.
A great player, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Great player. Yeah, great player, mate. Yeah, good one, mate. Yeah, can you piss off, man? Get out of here, man. I'm telling you right now, I don't know when this window shuts, but I think it's about September something. Yeah. If these men ain't done what I want, I am watching the women's team. Hey, I'm not even taking them mick. I will do it, bruv. I don't care. Kenny, Jez, Matty, sorry, you'll have to do your own fan cams.
No,
I'll be doing fan cams, watch along. Yeah, it's what it is. I'll be watching the women. I'll be doing the emergency meetings. Yeah, my manager Sleggers, bruv. F Arteta.
You know what's
If I
killing
said-
me? Yeah, you look. Everyone, all Arsenal fans have agreed that Martinelli don't score enough goals in it. Like you don't chip in enough. So then you go and well, now you're linked with another winger that don't score goals.
Good here, isn't it?
Hilarious, mate. I can't lie. When you look brought in Berta, I was genuinely thinking, hold on, yeah. Like if he does what he's supposed to do, Arsenal could be serious. But it turns out that he ain't got no power. Like, and it looks like it's just fucking Arteta doing his usual bollocks. So.
Well, I
mean?
don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Well, Zubamendi and Sesko will probably get done. Yeah, they were done before, pretty much there or thereabouts.
Yeah, before.
So I'm not putting them on him.
Yeah, that's not on
Kepa is on him. Yeah, if we sign Kepa, yeah, no.
Why would Kepa be on Berta when your manager signed 10 goalkeepers since he's come? Like he's got a
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So that's definitely on Arteta again. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a Spanish goalkeeper. So is David Raya, right? So bruv, they're probably all in a group chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be honest.
Okay, we'll allow Berta that one. But if we sign Noni Madueke, can we put that on him? Because we got a fetish for Chelsea ex-players as well.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. Chelsea and Arsenal.
So maybe they're just saying maybe Berta's...
Like them man, it's like, do they hate each other? Do they love each other? I'm not sure, bro. Like them man always doing business. I don't know.
Oh, what a goal! What a goal that was!
Big rivalry. You know, did that go straight in?
No, he headed it in. Own goal.
Oh, okay.
I think it was an own goal. Oh, yeah, I just seen Anthony Taylor's the ref.
Oh, man.
Oh, we've got some market opportunities in the crowd, guys. Look at her. Go on, girl. Market opportunities, guys. Market opportunities everywhere. What are you sipping on? That looks like my beer, bro. What are you don't drink beer?
Nah, bro.
That's probably some fruit shoot or something. I know.
Monster, bro. I'm cutting weight, bro. I'm caffeined off, bro. You get me? This is what it is.
That's a caffeined off. I didn't see you doing the Juve game at 3 a.m., mate.
Nah, bro. No, I'm still getting sleep. You know the one.
You missed a good game, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. You see, when we're linked to this Noni Madueke, how many times have I told these man, bruv? Conceição.
Yeah, he's a player. Yeah,
bro, he got absolutely robbed the man of the match here by Muwani yesterday. Well, to be fair, Muwani's 2 goals were sick, but this Conceição, he won the whole game and scored twice. Yeah, Border, that's who we should be buying. That's a market opportunity. He was 10 million on loan, bro, and he's going to go back to Porto. They ain't going to buy him. Yeah, go and buy him. 30 million quid. Go and buy him. Yeah, now imagine you go and get him, then go and sign Brian Zaragoza. Now you've got 2 bad boy wingers, bruv, that can run rings around everybody. Yeah, that's market opportunity. It's none of this Noni Mad. Get out of it, Noni Madueke. Piss off. I swear, if we sign him, I'm done with this club. Him and Garnacho, if they end up, bro, I swear, even Nico Jackson, oh my days, bruv, I can see it happening. I can actually see Nico Jackson rocking up at Arsenal. Because, you know, we're just going to long this whole thing out, yeah, this whole transfer window. Yeah, and then it's going to be like right at the death. We'll get one. You know, the first game of the season, 29 starting up front, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to play that first game of the season against you lot at Old Trafford, yeah? And he's going to be up front.
Yeah,
he's going to be up front.
It will be that.
Sesko won't even be here by then. We'll do that on deadline day.
You think so?
When have Arsenal ever moved serious once in your entire life? Even back under Wenger when we signed on.
No, you're right. And even your big signings, they were late in the window. I believe Ozil was late, wasn't it?
Deadline day.
And Sanchez was late also, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And even when we signed the likes, it's all good looking back now and saying, well, you had Thierry Henry, you had Bergkamp, you had all of these players, yeah? Right? We were still like, not like, let's be real with it. Henry, nobody put him up there. It weren't like we were signing a world.
No, when you signed him, it wasn't that. You signed a player that was still.
It was kind of
trying to work out who he was. Yeah.
It was unreal. Obviously,
it was similar to when Liverpool signed Mo Salah. Like they signed a player where it was like, yeah, cool, he's got potential, but we don't quite know what he's gonna do. Do you know what I mean? So
same with Freddie Ljungberg. Freddie Ljungberg weren't a world beater when we signed him. Bobby Pires weren't a world beater when we signed him. Paddy Vieira weren't a world beater. Manu Petit. Yeah, I know some of these had won trophies and stuff like that.
Bergkamp come off the back of not a great time. Do you know what I'm saying? When you signed him as well.
So to be fair to Bergkamp though, yeah. Well, me and Matty, big up Matty in the chat as well. Me and Matty were looking there. When we signed him, he'd finished 4th in the Ballon d'Or. 2nd and 4th, I think, or 2nd and 5th or something like that. Yeah, but at Inter Milan, it weren't It weren't the Bergkamp we see at Arsenal.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't working out for him.
But
and
he
that's
was
why
that
went to
good.
Arsenal. Yeah,
He was
but
that
man knew
good,
how
yeah.
good
And
he
the
was,
level was that good that he was still up there with the Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, but
like
when
Ballon d'Or shots.
they signed him knowing that's the kind of quality that we were getting. Do you know what I mean? And they felt like they weren't seeing that. That's why they were open to selling him in the first place. And he was also open to moving.
Facts. And this is the thing, yeah. Like now we're looking. Me and Matty did this yesterday or the day before on a stream. Yeah, and I'm looking at the Ballon d'Or, the ones that didn't even get nominated, bro. You're seeing ballers not even get a vote, bruv. Like not even get a vote. You got 20 players on. We've done it before on streams, and then people want me to rate this scrub Madwakey, yeah, and Odegaard.
Madwakey's horrible,
mate. If we sign him, yeah,
I'm here for the memes though, because I remember when he scored the hat trick, and he was like, "This guy ain't scoring 10 goals." And then if Arsenal sign Madwakey, the shit that's going to be floating around Twitter is going to be volcanically, bro. I can't lie.
Bro, I swear down, these Chelsea man are going to be on my case if we end up signing him.
It'll be brilliant, man.
Yeah, Matty, facts. Zidane had one vote in the Ballon d'Or. One. Only one person voted for Zidane in the Ballon d'Or.
I think you're allowed to vote for yourself as well, bless. It might have been you. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
That's the standard, man. This man had one fucking vote, Rants. One. That's the level back then. Now we're looking at Ballon d'Or shouts of Dembele. Yeah, Rafinha. No disrespect, yeah. Lamine Yamal, like they're all decent players, but let's not take the piss here.
Yeah,
let's not take the mic. The level is a disgrace. The fact that we had Declan Rice in the Ballon d'Or list, yeah, Bukayo Saka and Odegaard, yeah, like now get out of it, man. It's embarrassing, bro. Yeah, the thing is, like, yeah, cool, we have to deal with that. That's the level of football we're at. But bro, there's so many players out there that are good. Yeah, me and Matty was sitting there. It was a joy to watch that concert sale last night. And Yildiz, by the way, his goal was cold, bruv. Yeah, his goal was so sick. All the goals in that game were sick. All five. They won 5-0. And you know what the maddest thing is, yeah? The team they were playing didn't even play bad. Didn't even play bad, bro.
You don't have to play bad to get your head bust by a good team, though. You don't. You know what I mean? Like, it happens.
It's crazy, man. But like, I look at it, yeah, and like, how much is Yildiz worth? How much do you reckon?
Bro, he'd be very expensive because
50, 60 million? Oi, shit, I nearly went in.
Maybe more than that, bro, because of his age, man. Yeah,
let's say 70 M's. They'll go and buy him. Yeah, Conceição is going to go back to Porto. I think he's got a release clause of 30 M's. Go and buy him. Yeah, Brian Zaragoza ain't ever getting a game at Bayern Munich. They'll probably loan him out for a third season in a row now. Go and buy him, bro. Yeah, there's 3 players that walk straight into our squad and elevate the level. Yeah, they're all mad techie. They can all score goals. When I was watching that Conceição yesterday, his position's right wing. Yeah, but then he's in the DM picking the ball up off the centre half. Yeah, he's always in space. Then he's on the left. Then he's in the 10. Then he's making runs. And this is the intricacies people don't see. Me and Mike were talking about this when we were watching the game. Yeah, he made a run, right? And I think Juve hit a post off of that. But his run, it was just a diagonal run across the box, yeah, from the D towards the corner flag to the left. That took 2 players away, and then bang, he had the space. Douglas Luiz hit the post. Yeah, people don't see that. They go, "Oh, he's got no GA." Nobody cares, bruv. Watch what the player's doing in the game and watch what they're doing to influence the game, yeah, in a positive way or a negative way. Yeah, and people don't watch football like us, bro. Like when you watch football, you'll sit there and just go, right, let's just watch Højlund for 9 minutes or 5 minutes or 2 minutes, see what he's doing off the ball. Yeah, we know where the ball is. People just follow the ball runs.
Yeah, they do, man. They absolutely do, bro. And this is why a lot of the time, yeah, when these guys are picking man of the match, they're picking the obvious choice, bro, because they're just following the ball, bro. Like, it's dead. Do you know what I mean? Certain players, you have to watch them instead of watching the ball, innit? A lot of football fans just
Kola Mawani scored a bad boy header. Yeah, that header was cold. His second goal was cold as well. Little Travella finish, yeah. Like both his goals were sick. But bro, he was not the best player on the pitch, and it was a fan vote. And we even spammed it. Matty put the link in the chat, yeah, because it was a superior player of the match. What even is that? Yeah, who's the inferior player in the match?
Yeah, I have no idea, bro.
But we even put the link in the chat, and everyone was spamming it. Yeah, like literally spamming it for Conceição, and he still didn't win man of the match, bro. It's like who's that? That's rigged, bro. When I watched Palmeiras the other day, you know, all these Chelsea men were going, "Oh, you got to watch out for this Esteban. You got to watch this Esteban." He was shit, bro.
Hey, bro. Listen, people told me that he was all right.
Bro, you watched the game, innit? The first Palmeiras game the other night.
I only watched the first half, bro. I can't lie. I thought it was boring, mate.
Bro, who was the best player for you? Yeah, for me, it was that fucking Ricard Rios, and then that Mora, that Mora guy for Benfica.
He's tidy, bro. He's been linked to United. Yes, please,
bro. That Mora lad, he's about 5'4", yeah, and he can just jink past anybody. But the problem with players like that, yeah, they hold the ball too long, and the decision making is slightly off. Yeah, same with Conceição, same with Savio. They hold the ball slightly too long, yeah. But you can coach that. You can coach that, yeah. They've got the tech, they've got the skill, they've got the IQ to a certain degree, yeah. But then they don't pick the right pass maybe 6 times out of 10, yeah. Savio, when he took the shot and Foden scored yesterday, yeah, I'd Said on the phone to me going, nah, he shouldn't have took the shot, he should have squared it. No, he took the shot across goal. That's what you're supposed to do. Across goal, the keeper parried it. Foden's there for a tap-in. If he had squared it, he could have tripped over. He could have shanked it. He could have fucking run it out of play. Yeah, Foden could have scuffed it. Yeah, instead, everyone's now watching the goalkeeper and watching the ball, and they're not watching Foden. Foden pulls in space, bang, 1-0. Yeah, people don't realise these little fucking things, bro. Yeah, and it's like they just look at the GA. Yeah, it's so jarring, man, because there's so many good players out there. There's a guy who plays for Deportivo. Look at this play from Palmeiras. They're away.
Another goal, yeah, bro.
Finish. What a goal that is. What a counter-attack.
These men are moving.
Like, that was a cold finish. Right, look at him. He looks like he's moving like Maradona, bro. Yeah, he's definitely on the spice in, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Brazilians are cooking, bro.
When do you know what it is, Rants? Yeah, there's a guy who plays for Deportivo called Jeremy Hernandez. Yeah, okay. FC Como wanted him, but he's just signed a new deal with Deportivo. Bro, he's an absolute baller. He's in the 2nd division of Spain. 30 million release clause. That's a player that you could get in. It's what, 26 million quid, 25 million quid. You get him in, you put him in your squad. Yeah. If it doesn't work out, you could go and bin him for double the money somewhere else, bro, or 30, 40, 50 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ball. That counter was cold.
Look how the striker gets across the defender as well. This is what I keep telling people all the time, yeah.
Look at that.
Like Rasmus and that, bro.
And he looked up, and then bang, hold that.
That run across the defender takes the defender out the game, bro. And you see too many times these strikers don't do it. It's like they're not even coaching this basic shit anymore, bro. Like, you get across the defender and you take them out the game. Now they have to foul you, innit?
It foul you, it's a red card.
Yeah, as soon as he cut across him, that was him out the game. Head up, good finish.
He had his head up, yeah, brilliant. And he kept staring and kept staring, yeah, and then he made the keeper make the first move, bang, I'll finish. Yeah, if that's 29 or Højlund, that ain't going in.
Oh,
that ain't going in. The defender would get the ball back.
Yeah, but yeah, or they would let the goalkeeper close the angle off because they would close it themselves. They'll take an extra touch outside, close the angle, hit the goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, that's what they probably end up doing, man. Them man are scrubs.
Fifth goal in his last 7 games. That guy, yeah. Lopez. Let's see how old this guy is.
Finish, bro. I'm not even surprised.
Let's see how old this guy is. Let's see how old this bloke is. Is that a market opportunity, do you reckon, Rants?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
And he came off the bench as well. 24 years old.
Okay, he's young. Hey, at 24, if he can finish like that, he's got a chance, mate. You know what I mean? 24
years old. Jose Manuel Alberto Lopez. That's a proper Argentine name.
Yeah, bro, that's better than fucking Rasmus Højlund. You know what I mean? 2 million for Rasmus Højlund. He's left-footed as well, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could definitely do better than Rasmus. And you could cop him for a little 20 mil.
Bro, I'm saying there's so many good players out there. And this is why, like, me and Matty sit all the time backstage and we just do the rounds, man. We're doing J League, we're doing Argentinian League, we're doing every league, bro. Yeah, and we're like, who the hell is this player? Then we go searching. We're typing name in. Oh, where did he come from? What was his journey to get to where he is now? Then it's like, bro, they got him for free, or they got him for 3 million. Oh, he's got a release clause of 6 mil. He's on $5,000 a week. It's like, why aren't we buying players like this? Because this is how Chelsea and Man City keep dominating. Yeah, or kept dominating with Chelsea in their case. This is how Man City keep doing it. This is how they're both sound with FFP. Yeah, because they buy these players, they whack them in the academy, loan them out. Yeah, if they're good enough, they'll get in the team for a little bit. Then they'll flog them. Now it's just constant money coming in from players that we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Where's our academy players, Rants? Where's yours? You ain't got none, neither have we. We've got a 15-year-old. That's it.
Yeah.
It's jarring, man. So annoying.
Yeah, we're not playing the game right, man. We're not playing the game right.
This guy played for a team called Lanús. I don't know who the fuck they are. They're an Argentinian team. Yeah, he played for them. And now he plays for, he scored in 59 games, he scored 22 goals for them. And then Palmeiras, 42 goals in 144. About 1 in 3-ish. And he's 24. 12 assists as well. Yeah, that's decent. That's not bad. Yeah, but then people are going, oh yeah, but it's a shit league. And he ain't even slapping it in a shit league. It's, I'm just fucking bored of these people, bro. Every day I just see us linked to somebody else that we ain't gonna sign. Like, it's annoying.
I can't lie, the Madueke thing is, I don't know, that's made my day, I'll be honest.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if we buy him for 55 mil and put him on 200 grand a week.
Just the fact, yeah, that there's a possibility is fucking brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, do you know what? After seeing how much they bought him for, this guy they just bought here. What's that? Severe weather again. Get out of here with this tournament, bro.
I just seen that. Severe weather. They're telling people to go inside or something. What is it? What did someone get sunstroke or something?
That's what I'm saying. Look at the weather, bro. They paused the game for an hour and a half because of a tornado yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bit of thunder and lightning and a possible tornado. It's like, bro, they can't do it on a wet and windy Tuesday night, bro, in Stoke. What is wrong with these players? This guy that's just scored that goal, yeah, they bought him right for €9.5 million.
Damn.
So you could go and buy him for 20 million euros, 15 million euros.
20 million.
Put him on 10 grand a week because he's probably on peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably on a bit of a bit of Brazilian food, like a bit of Argentine food. Like, here we go. We'll give you some what's the food they eat? Apella. What is it they fucking eat for breakfast? Can't remember. But just give him 15 grand a week, 10 grand a week, pay 20 million for him. That is a market opportunity right there. That is a player that you could go, right, bring him off the bench, play him in the reserves, yeah, loan him out if you want. Go and loan him out to a Brighton, because that's the type of player Brighton are going to sign. Then they'll spin a profit of 50 million on him in 2 years.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And this is why, like, I went through our scouts the other day. We've got a Turkish scout. Why didn't we sign Ardagula? 15 mil. Why didn't we buy him? We got a Turkish scout, bro. Why didn't we go on?
And you got Mesut Ozil as well, bro. You know what I mean? And to be fair, he was Ozil's successor at Fenerbahce, so you would have known about him. And
why didn't we go and buy Yunus? Yunus was at Leicester last season. What was still under Maresca? Yeah, €5 million buyout clause, €6 million buyout clause. Sorry, 12 grand a week he's on. He went back to Galatasaray. Yeah, and I have Galatasaray fans in my chat telling me he's the most technically gifted player at their club. He's just done a double. He's an absolute baller, bro. How can you not go and buy him for 6 mil? Yeah, put him on 15 grand a week. Now, if it don't work out, then you go and sell him to West Ham for 35 mil. Yeah, somebody will buy him. Yeah, it's jarring, bro. We've got a Romanian scout. When have we ever signed a Romanian player? I can't remember one. Yeah, we've got an Argentine scout. When have we ever signed an Argentine? Emi Martinez, that was the last one. And all the scouts that I'm saying, they've been there in the last 4 or 5 years, bro. They're all new scouts. We've got a Scottish scout. What the fuck's he doing? Because our Scottish players just left for free. Gone back to Celtic. Sack all these scouts. If they pay me and Matty 10 grand a week, I'll do it. Yeah, we don't even need to leave the gaff.
Yeah, fair.
Bro, I'm not even taking a piss. Me and Matty watch so much lower league football, yeah, and global football. We'll be like, well, go and sign him. He's on 5 grand a week. Boom, go and check him out. Yeah, this is what Chelsea do.
I don't know why these men are overcomplicating recruiting for players. It's just it's not that difficult.
And the thing is, with a lot of these players as well, if they ain't got a buyout clause, you just give them a nominal fee, like a little compensation package. We did that with Cesc when we took Cesc out of the Messiah. We just gave him a little compensation. That's all you got to do. That's not rocket science. There's so many good players out there, man. But the problem is the way we play, players like Conceição, like Yunus, like Yildiz, yeah, players like that, yeah, they give the ball away too much. Yeah, and same with that Mora guy that played the other night. He gave the ball away because he held on to it too long.
They're probably not physically imposing enough either, because your manager likes he likes taller players.
Yeah. Look at that Mora boy the other night. I've never seen him play football ever. I didn't even know he existed, Rants. Yeah, my chat was saying to me, this Mora's a baller. Yeah, and everyone Chelsea fan was gushing over Esteval. Yeah, and I was just like, okay, cool. Well, I've never seen Esteval start a game, let alone finish one. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I've seen him play like 5 minutes here, 6 minutes there off the bench for Brazil. Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I was looking forward to seeing him, and then the chat was saying about this Mora. As soon as I see that Moura get the ball, I was like, yo, he's a baller. Yeah, the way he just dropped a shoulder, spinning, doing little tricks and flicks and running. Like, you know what it is with a player, yeah? When they've already seen the player coming, they just nudge the ball past him.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than taking the touch and drawing the foul. Bro, can't teach that shit, man. And it's like, I'm looking at these players and I'm thinking, how much is he then? Why don't we go and get him? But he won't get in our team. He's 5'4" or 5'6" or whatever.
That's it.
He weighs 50 odd kilo, bro. You could bench press him. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wouldn't get in our midfield. He'd be too lightweight. Yeah, but I'll tell you, he's miles better than Odegaard, and I've seen him once.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Lee, bro. And how you feel about losing party on a free, bro? I think that's bad business.
That's pissed me off. I can't lie. I see that. I sent that to Matty earlier. I was like, I see Fabrizio tweeted it out. But to be honest, it's to be expected. Yeah, Thomas Partey did an interview about a week or two ago. Yeah, where he said like it's not about the money now. Like back in the day, it was like we just wanted to secure our families, so we'd go anywhere. Yeah, and he was kind of alluding to the fact that like now we're secure, now we decide what we want to do, and it's not about just going anywhere, or it's about where my family are happy now. Yeah, whereas back in the day, it's just like we're going here, we need the money. Yeah, so straight away when I had that, a gal posted it out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, and I was like, he's leaving. He's leaving, and he's our best midfielder, bro.
Is he going Saudi then?
Most likely. He's still got another year or two in him. Maybe not starting every week. Yeah, but he was fit for most of last season. Yeah, he had a couple of shit games. Everyone does, yeah. But he was our best midfielder last season. But Declan Rice scored a couple of free kicks, and everyone's forgotten about how good Partey was.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're going to replace him with Zubimendi. We're asking for trouble, bruv.
Yeah, and Zubimendi's not even a Partey replacement. He's a Jorginho replacement, really, stylistically.
Yeah, and I keep saying this to people, yeah. Like, a gal was arguing with me on a stream on Sunday, and he was going, oh, no, this Zubimendi's the second best midfielder in Europe. Yeah, like the line splitting passes. I was like, how many games of Sociedad have you watched? I asked him 8 times, but I've no answer. And it was like, yeah, he might split the lines, but he's splitting the lines by picking the ball up off the centre-back and splitting it through midfield out to the left or the right. It's not like he's cutting the ball and you're clean through down the middle.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
He ain't that player, bro. And do you know what it is? He's like Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
He's like Granit Xhaka without having the shot power. Yeah. In fact, Xhaka's probably better at passing. Xhaka better range of pass.
Is a goal threat. Zubimendi, like he's the ticker. Do you know what I mean? You'll get on the ball and you just tick and just keep ticking, but it's not loads of long passes, it's short passes in between the lines. That's what it is.
Yeah, but they're not cutting through to get you through on goal.
No, of course
it's not even the pass before that pass. Yeah, it's just a lot of sideways forwards, like out to the wings. Like if you watch his heat map, like his passing map, it's all like that. It's like a V shape. It's passing it out. It's going forward, but he's passing out to the wings, bro. Yeah. So he's perfect for us because that's all we do. Yeah, but if he's facing his own goal and receiving the ball off the keeper, you watch him just get dispossessed and we can see a couple of goals next season. Yeah, because facing his own goal, doing that in the Premier League, he's asking for trouble. He won't do that. He's a good player though. I like him. I'm happy if we're signing him, but bro, if that's the player that's going to walk into our midfield with Declan Rice and Odegaard, we're finished.
Yeah.
Because who else we got? Mikel Merino. Oh, fuck. He might be our striker next season.
Yeah, hey, Merino and but there you go, and Kepa as well, and Zubimendi. Man are just signing up these Spaniards, bro. Who's next?
Bro, do you know what's even more crazy? Yeah, we got a French scout. This guy's never signed a French player since he's been here. What's the point in the French scout? Might as well just get rid of him. How do you have a French scout and not go and sign all these French ballers?
No, a certain man just like to say that they're ticking boxes. It was the same as United. I remember Oli was like, "Oh yeah, Man United have data on every player, and we got the best scouts and that." What's the point in having the best scouts and all this data if you're not gonna fucking sign no one?
Facts. We've got about 40 members of staff. Yeah, that are linked to our like staff members and all that. Yeah, we have somebody, I can't remember his name. Yeah, his job title is staff of the office. The fuck does that even mean? What, does he cut the lemons and the oranges? Like make the tea and the coffee? Like replace the water tank like when it runs out? Like what are we doing here? like staff of the office. What even is that job role, bro? And it's probably nicking about 100 grand a year. No, this is where we're at. Now, when I looked at Atleti have got about 3 scouts. Literally 3 scouts. They got hardly any staff at Atleti. And look at the players they've brought through that club.
Yeah, but you don't need that many, because if everyone's all in agreement with the kind of players that you need to sign, in terms of the attitude, the style, you don't need bare people, bro. You just need 3 people that understand. That's all you need.
Don't even need 3 people, bro. Like the fact
You
that the money,
only need one person that you trust, really. But
yeah, but it should be on the club. It should be on the owner to say, right, you're the guy. You know, go and do what you got to do. Here's your budget for the year. Yeah, go and find us as many market opportunity young players as we can. Put them in the academy. You know, not 13-year-olds, not 12-year-olds. Yeah, obviously you'll have somebody else to do that. But players that could go from playing in these other countries to potentially starting for Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, bro, I swear down, I could find hundreds of them. Like that, and I wouldn't even need to leave my computer, bro. I could sit in my house all day, yeah, and go, right, sign him up. Yeah, 5 mil. Sign him up. If they gave me £100 million budget, I'd have 25 players in their club by next week. Yeah, just for signing fees. That's without wages, obviously. Bro, I could find players like that. Yeah, but I'll find, you know, the type of player I like. Yeah, similar to you, the techie player, the player that's good with both feet, first touch.
Bro, but they don't need to be expensive, bro. But the players are only expensive when you start going for the obvious ones. I'll be honest.
I see Vlahovic come off the bench yesterday. What an absolute donkey, bro.
But
that player would suit Arsenal.
He's been linked with a move for so long, Vlahovic, bro, and he still hasn't got one. It's so weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like he gets linked with someone every season, yet this player's still here, you know.
He would suit Arsenal, though. He's about 6'2". Yeah, he's pretty quick. He's pretty strong. Yeah, and he could bag a few goals.
He might even be taller than that.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't rate him, but it'd suit Arsenal. Yeah, we're being linked with all these other players like fucking Sesko, Gyökeres, Isak.
Bean pools, though, innit? Like, I think Sesko, he's like what, 6'4", 6'5" or something. That's perfect for your manager.
Yeah, but he ain't got no fucking IQ, bro. He's shit.
Yeah,
but he can score the odd header.
Cool, bro, and he's got an aerial presence in it, and this is what your manager wants to add to. So, I think that your manager is obsessed with him, bro. I think he just fits the profile. He's just like Havertz with more pace.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and he ain't gonna move us up to winning the title.
Nah, yeah. He's not a needle mover, but
neither Zubimendi.
But he's an actual striker, though, innit? And because you haven't signed one, it's a there you go kind of signing, innit? It's like you said you want a striker, here's a striker. It's that. It's just one of them signings just to shut people up, bro. But it's not. I don't think it takes you past where you are right now. I think it keeps you. It's a sideways move, innit?
Yeah, but that's all we do, bro. It's been like this since Wenger.
Yeah,
we've always been nearly good. Yeah, and let's be real. When he first came in, Wenger, yeah, he had the pick of all the French players. Nobody knew about that. Yeah, so he just brought in a load of French players. Yeah, and most of them worked out. Look at when he brought Anelka, like Henry, Pires, like so many French players we signed, bro. It's just crazy. Yeah, and most of them, like when he found Ljungberg as well. It's like, who the fuck knew about Freddie Ljungberg? He came in. What's a footballer? Yeah, and the one thing I'll say about Wenger, yeah, he knew midfielders, bro. He could find midfielders for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is where we're lacking. People keep waffling on about striker and all this and that. Bro, we don't create nothing. Yeah, and if you actually look at our conversion rate, yeah, from chances made to chances put in the back of the net, our conversion rate is pretty decent. We just don't create many. Yeah, but the finishing is actually not bad. Yeah, it's just the chances are not there. Yeah, if we could treble our chances, we would have won the league last season. Yeah, we ain't got a player that can create chances. Yeah, Declan Rice ain't gonna. Zubimendi ain't gonna. Marino ain't gonna. Rice ain't gonna. Odegaard ain't gonna.
Yeah, but
who's creating? Saka.
Them created chances are coming from crosses, from corners, and free kicks, from set pieces.
Yeah, and that's going to get found out this season.
Those are them jammy chance created stats that everyone talks about. Dropping the ball under the crossbar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but Declan Rice created 3 big chances. Yeah, they all went over the bar, mate, from a corner. It's bullshit, bro. We ain't got no creativity. Martin Odegaard's not it. We're nowhere near it. We need about 7 or 8 players. No, I'm not even taking a pit rants. We need a goalkeeper. Yeah, we need another left back. Yeah, let's just be real with it. We do need another left back. I know Skelly's there, but Skelly ain't a left back, and he's going to keep running that gimmick. Right, we need a centre back cover, because if Gabriel or Saliba get injured, then what? We're putting Calafiori or Ben White there. Good luck with that one. So let's say Calafiori is the backup or rotation with Skelly. Let's forget the left back, yeah, but a goalkeeper and a centre back definitely. We need a midfielder, yeah, for DM. Yeah, we need an attacking midfielder. Yeah, we need a number 8. Yeah, because we ain't got any midfielders, Rants. Yeah, then we need a right winger backup. Yeah, then we need a striker. And then a left winger. There's 8 players, bro.
You don't have midfield depth, do you? Because it's Marino. Jorginho's left or leaving, isn't he?
He's gone. He played for Palmeiras the other night.
Oh, shit. So
he set a second goal up.
So hold on. Yeah, so you got Marino. Zubamendi hasn't officially signed yet.
So yeah, we've got Thomas Partey still there, but we're counting for now. Thomas Partey, Marino, Rice, Odegaard.
That's it.
Who else?
Pretty much.
That's about it. And Ethan.
Yeah, but Ethan's
more on the right.
Play in the middle, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you lot are bleeding.
That's what I'm saying. People don't realise this, Rants. Now, if Odegaard gets injured, then what? Who are we putting there?
And it's not going to be Ethan, bro. You play Marino there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Thomas Partey's going to leave. Jorginho's left. We're finished, bro. I'm telling you right now, we're dusted out here, mate. Yeah, I don't think people realise this. The amount of streams I've sat there and shown the wage bill, yeah, shown what we've got to pay out. I see Fabrizio
this year as well. How did you manage to lose George and Boati on freeze?
And Tierney.
Horrible business. But this is what happens when you got players, yeah, on stupid wages as well, because it means that sometimes you have to bite the bullet and lose them on a free because they don't want to leave.
Yeah. Thomas Partey knows if he runs the contract right down, he's going to get signing on fee at the next club and he'll get top dollar.
Absolutely.
If he had left last season, somebody would have to pay 40 million or 30 million for him plus the wages. They ain't going to do that. It's cheaper to make him wait a year. Yeah, and it's better for both parties. The club save money because they can pay him a bit more, but they ain't paying the fee. Yeah, and he's getting more in wages, so he's cool anyway. Yeah, we're cooked, mate. I'm telling you right now, Rants, we are finished. Yeah, and that's why I was hoping that when Berta came in, that he was going to go, no, F that, we're doing this, this, and this. But it's not looking that way at the minute. But maybe that's because a lot of these deals were maybe already teed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the way done.
I believe them deals were all but over the line before this director's come in. I don't know how much of his fingerprints is on a lot of the business that's going to get done this summer, man. Maybe he might be allowed to sign like a miscellaneous player that Arsenal weren't already in for, but you'd think at the bigger clubs, yeah, a lot of the, unless like a great opportunity comes up, you would like to think, yeah, the transfer strategy wise, yeah, these things are planned in advance.
Yeah, it's not looking that way, really.
You'd like to think that, do you know what I'm saying? But
at the same time, yeah, maybe he's just gone in and said, yo, just let him get the players he wants this summer. Yeah, and if he don't do it by Christmas, we'll pot him. Maybe, but then at the same time, look how much money we would have wasted by then.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, because if you look at when we bought Declan Rice, yeah, we've got to pay 33 million this month, end of this month, 1st of July. That's the last payment, 33 M's. I see Fabrizio Romano tweet out that we're bidding over the release calls for Zubamendi. Why? Because we ain't got 50 fucking million cash, bruv. Yeah, because if you look at all the players, yeah, that we've got to pay the money for, Timber, yeah, Raya, on the amortization. Yeah, we've got to pay that over that. So when we signed Raya, that was last year. So we've got to pay for him again this year. Got to pay for Timber again this year, the next installment. Yeah, we've got to do the same for all the other players, Marino, so on and so forth. Yeah, but we've probably got to pay out with the Declan Rice money and all the players that we've signed in the last 3 or 4 years that we're still paying for. 29, another one. Yeah, probably still paying for Zinchenko and Jesus. Yeah, we're probably paying the best part of 100 million quid this summer just in payments for players that are already here.
Yeah, it makes sense because
so now we can't go and do another 50 million.
Jim said United had 90 going out, even if they don't sign anyone. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
and we've got a big chunk of that in Declan Rice payment, 33 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say it's 70 mil. Let's just be reasonable and say 70 mil. Now I had £50 million on for Zubimendi. We've got to pay out 120. We ain't got it, bro.
Yeah.
And now we've got to try and sell some players. Well, who are we selling then?
Is Zubimendi a release clause?
Yeah, €60 million, £51 million, £52 million. We ain't got it. We're bidding over it, bro.
Okay, to try to do the installments.
Yeah, like you did with Xerxes.
Yeah, smart.
Which is cool. I understand that. It's smart. But that also tells me we're skin.
Yeah, you don't have the money that people assume that you have, bro. Do you know what I mean? And even when they showed the FFP chart, you were lower down than I thought you would be. Like you were
below you. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Do you know what I mean? So
I couldn't believe Chelsea were top and Man City third. But then I thought about it and I was like, would I actually sell academy players?
Yeah, and they sell hotels as well. So
yeah.
It's just one of them ones. Man, I play Monopoly, bro. Man can't compete with that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's just one of those things, man. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, it's jarring, bro. Yeah, look at this. Bayer Leverkusen and Liverpool are closing in on a permanent deal, £30 million plus add-ons for Quansah. If that's us, he goes for £5 million.
Yeah, 100%. 30 million. How do they keep doing that, bro?
They got 18 for Kelleher, which is a bit under what he should be, to be fair. He probably should have gone for about 30. Yeah, he's a top goalkeeper, man. Yeah, but they've already got, when they sell him, yeah, they've already got 50 million straight back in. Yeah, Kelleher plus him, 50 mil straight back in. Well, obviously, it's not all up front.
Quansah is 30 million pure profit as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, he's laughing.
Harvey Elliott next. Harvey Elliott will be next. He'll be gone. Yeah, they'll get rid of Joe Gomez. There's another one on the profit. Trent, 10 mil. They already got 10 for Trent to let him go straight away to the Club World Cup. Madrid paid 10 mil.
Yep.
So that's pure profit as well.
Pure profit, 10 mil.
Oh, they're going to get rid of Harvey Elliott. That's profit. But it's jarring. They get about 50 for fucking Nunes. You watch.
But
we'll probably end up signing Darwin Nunes. You watch. We'll sign him.
This is the difference between them and you lot, because even if this, like, for argument's sake, this is true, yeah. What this comment, yeah. Arsenal ain't got no one of any value that they could sell and make a sizable profit on, bro. No one. Do you know what I'm saying?
That comment there, though, yeah, that's 97 million. Yeah, but we haven't spent 55 and 5. Yeah, we'll probably pay the 5 for Kepa in one go.
Yeah, but
that 55 will be staggered over 5 years.
You'll go above it, and then it will be closer to 10 million that you put up.
Yeah, so then we've only done 15 million out of that 97 million. 97 million can get us, and that includes wages, that 97 million. That you have to factor wages in with that 97 million, yeah?
Oh, shit.
Right? So, yeah, that includes the wages. That's the total budget. Yeah, so let's say 97 million. Let's say we buy 5 players and we pay out, I don't know, 60 million for them 5 players, 12 million a pop each one, yeah, up front. The rest of that 30 million that's left will go towards the first payments of wages for the year. Yeah, so we're right on the cusp, mate. Yeah, yours is 141 mil. Yeah,
but also,
Man City's is 292, bro.
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah? We've got Sancho, Anthony, and Rashford, who are amongst our top earners, all should be going out the door. Arsenal aren't getting rid of no top earners. They're not doing that, like, because you don't really have.
Well, we are, but they're going for free.
Yeah.
You'll get money for all of them players you just mentioned.
No, we will. We'll get money for these players, and also we'll get their wages off the wage bill as well. So it's beautiful.
We're going to get 200 grand off the wage bill. Thomas Partey's on 200. Right, we've got 100 off with Kieran Tierney, so there's 300. Yeah, who else? Who else is going? Jorginho was on 100. Says 400 grand off the bill.
It's not bad.
It's not. Yeah, but it's not that much money, Rants.
No, it's not.
In the grand scheme of things, like for us, that could buy you a house, that could buy you a nice.
Yeah, but if you didn't get cash for these lot, then less.
Cool.
Yeah, I get it.
And this is the thing, even though Trent went for nothing really, Liverpool said, "Yo, if you want him now for the Club World Cup, we want 10 mil," and they went, "Cool, 10 mil." What's 10 mil? It's fuck all, really, isn't it? In the grand scheme of things, that's a 70 million pound player, and they got him for 10 mil. Yeah, so they'd be stupid to not do that. Yeah, but Liverpool will still put that 10 mil on the profit books. Yeah, and all these other players they're going to get rid of, most of them are profit because they've come through the academy.
Yep.
Yeah, Tyler Morton's another one. He's going to go. I think he has gone. I think they got 20 for him, didn't they? Yeah, Tyler Morton, bruv, what? We've let Kieran Tierney leave for fuck all.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, bro. Yeah, and I don't think people realise, yeah, they just look at it and they just want to banter other clubs and all that. They're more interested in bantering your mob and Chelsea and Spurs and all of this and that, yeah, rather than actually looking and sitting down and going, yo, we might be fucked. Whilst it all looks good on paper from a distance, second, Champions League semi, League Cup semi, beat Real Madrid, beat Man City and all that, top 6 records, great. When you actually strip it all back, he's been winging it for 5 years. Yeah, and he's always landed on his feet, bro. I was speaking to an Everton fan down the road the other day, yeah, and proper Scouse as well, probably like from Everton or from Liverpool. Yeah, and he said, he goes, "What team do you support?" He's a friend of one of my friends. And he said, "What team do you support?" I said, "Arsenal." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "How the fuck you've kept that manager? It's disgusting." He goes, "I wouldn't have him at Everton." Yeah, and I was like, "Why?" He goes, "He's shit." He goes, I see somebody say this to me the other day. Yeah, it weren't him, but somebody said a cat has 9 lives. Yeah, on the 10th, they're dead. This guy's still alive, bro. He's still alive, bro. He got lucky with Ben White, yeah, because Saliba came in and did the business, so he put him right back. Yeah, he got lucky with Skelly. Skelly only got his opportunity because we had everyone injured at left back or centre back to play left back.
Now, off the back of that, apparently he's getting a big deal.
Yeah, apparently he's one of the highest paid young players in the world. How much is he on then? Yeah, then not only that, he bought Declan Rice to play in the 6. He's now playing the 8. Yeah, he bought Mikel Marino. He bought 29 in to play midfield. Now he's up front. Then when he bought Marino to play midfield because it's the fucking first cock up, and now they're both up front. Yeah, then he's brought in about 1 billion goalkeepers. Yeah, like it's just the contracts these players are on. Martinelli's on 180 a week, bro. Who the fuck is going to buy him for 60 million and pay him 180?
No one.
Facts. Yeah. So we're stuck with him.
Yeah. We're
stuck with him, bro. Yeah, Martin Odegaard's on 240, bro. Florian Wirtz is coming in on 200. 200 grand. Yeah, 200 plus bonuses. 200 base plus bonuses. Odegaard's on 240 base. Yeah, and not only that, Declan Rice is as well. And that Florian Wirtz deal is the same price, but the add-ons are more.
220 or something like that.
The add-ons are more for Declan Rice on 240. And we paid 100 mil plus 5 add-ons, yeah? Florian Wirtz is 100 mil plus 15 add-ons. And he's on less money. So what's the better deal, bro? It's bullshit, isn't it? Yeah, we had to pay that in 3 installments. They ain't paying that in 3 installments. They'll pay that over 5 years.
Fuck.
Yeah, and people think that we're sort of our hierarchy, everything's great. Oh, it's galvanated, everything. And this, bro, who was it that said this to me yesterday? I think it was Aaron. Aaron said to me yesterday, he goes, "We're asking players to come in and trust the process when we've lost our fucking assistant manager. He's just gone to Parma, or one of the assistant coach. He's just signed for Parma as manager. Yeah, and Edu's left, and Vinay's left. So why didn't they trust the process? Yeah, we're asking everyone else to trust it."
No, 100%, innit? Like the regime is changing because clearly the process wasn't working.
Facts. How much are we going to get for Fabio Vieira? Because Porto ain't going to sign him. They've already said they ain't signing him. They ain't got the money for him. But we've allowed him to go to the Club World Cup. What if he gets injured? Now we can't sell him in the summer. How are we even allowed that?
Fuck knows.
Yeah, he's on loan until the 30th of June at midnight. As soon as that ends, bring him back. Yeah, now sell him. Yeah, and if Porto want him to continue in the Club World Cup, if they're still in it at that point, cool. Now you have to pay for him. We won't do that. We're done, bro. We are like these people that you see on Instagram. They're in Marbella. Yeah, now pool party and that. Nikki Beach and that. Yeah, and they're spraying off the bottles and they're all walking around with their duck-lipped birds and all that with their fake titties. They've all got their fucking turkey teeth and that. Yeah, done 10 grand on the credit card. Oh, look at me. I'm amazing. I'm flash, bro. But then they've got to pay the whole fucking bill over the course of a year. Yeah, when they get back home, they're not going out. They're eating beans on toast and pot noodles, bruv.
Installments.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, we are the fakest rich club out there. We're not rich, bro. How did we not go and sign Kvaratskhelia in the fucking January window? And now we're going to go and do more money, on Sesko.
It's not great. It's not great.
Sesko.
I'll be honest, bro.
Well, I hope we sign him because this fan base need a humbling, bro. I swear that. But you know what it is with Zubimendi as well, yeah? Right? He came out and said that he wasn't doing a medical, and it was like he was in San Sebastian or on the beach or wherever the fuck he was there.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, obviously Xavi Alonso was my idol. I played with him when he was his Sociedad B team manager, blah, blah, blah. Now imagine, yeah, Real Madrid just deposit 60 million quid, 60 million euros. Now he's going Real Madrid, bro. So all this here we go from Fabrizio is a load of bollocks. Because until he's here...
but I think he's doubling down on the here we goes, yeah, to try and say to the general public, listen, I knew all along I got it right. Do you know what I mean? But it's not a foregone conclusion. This is what I'm saying. I think this is different to the United and Bumo situation, where we know the player wants to join our club, yeah. Like, he knows that we want him and it's a formality. I think that this one, if Real Madrid don't get their first choice, I believe that Zubamendi's definitely on the list. He might not be top of the list, but he's on there. Do you know what I mean? And there's a chance that if they don't get their first choice, then he gets a phone call, mate. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's waiting for that phone call, or else, brother, you would have signed that shit a long time ago, because what's he fucking waiting for, really?
Bro, have you seen any news that Arsenal have actually made an official bid to Sociedad over the asking price? Because I ain't seen nothing.
No.
I ain't seen anyone in my chat say, yo, Ornstein Bomba. Yeah, Arsenal have made a £56 million bid or so. I ain't seen any of that, bro. Yeah. So you can give it all the here you goes all you like, yeah? The fact is, we're still negotiating with Sociedad. Yeah? We haven't put a bid on the table.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything. Yeah, we haven't heard anything to that effect. So
yes, he may have agreed personal terms. Cool. But let's be real, he's on about 30 grand a week at Sociedad. Of course he's going to agree personal terms.
In personal terms, if a team, is trying to gauge, like roughly if a player is interested in moving and how much money he would want, that usually happens before interest is made known to the club anyway. So just because the players basically told Arsenal how much money he would be willing to accept, that doesn't mean that it's any closer to happening.
No. That's what I'm saying. If anyone goes and deposits 60 million euro in the Spanish FA, mate, he's going. Yeah, because let's be real.
We can talk to him. It's a release clause thing. It's very different to other situations where you have to go to a club, ask them, is the player available? Do you want to do business? And then negotiate with them. Like, you don't really have a say as a club. As soon as people put that money in a bank.
Well, we did it with Party. Party didn't even tell him he was leaving. He didn't even clear his locker out, bruv.
Nah, that's crazy.
The Spanish FA phoned up Atleti and said, yo, he's going Arsenal. Didn't even say goodbye to his teammates, nothing.
Damn.
That's how it works, bro. You just deposit it straight in their bank. Yeah, boom, he's going Arsenal. And then they deposit it in Atleti's bank. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, right? If Real Madrid go and put 60 M's in the Spanish FA account, he's going Real Madrid, mate. Because Sociedad are going to take the 60 M's up front. They're not going to take it over 5 years. They'd rather the money up front because it makes their books look better. It gives them better spending power going forward as well. Yeah, it sorts their PSR out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I think we will get the deal done. But all of this, it's done deal. It's adamant. Well, I ain't seen a bid yet, mate. Nobody has told us about a fucking bid for this player yet. Not a single first bid has been put in.
And really, because it's a release clause, it's not really a bid situation. It's, yo, put your money where your mouth is situation, right?
Yeah, but we're bidding over the release clause, apparently, because we ain't got the release clause money cash.
But you know what the release clause is. So, again, it's not a bidding situation, bro. Like, the money should have just been put down because, again, it's not a negotiation.
Nah, but we ain't got the money, Vance, which is why we're negotiating. Yeah, like when you did with Xerxes. You didn't want to pay that money up front.
The difference with us
because you wanted to save that for something else.
Yeah, but with us and Xerxes, people knew that we were in for Xerxes. We found out how much the release clause were, and we just put down the dough, and it was done.
Yeah, it was 32 million or something, wasn't it? 1 million. We put 1 or 2 million over.
It wasn't Man United are going back and forth over the Xerxes fee. We just put down the money, and that was it, Lee. There was no back and forth, bro. So this is what I don't understand. Like, man, I've seen 2 here we goes already. It's been how long, bro? Because you lot. Bro, my man dropped the here we go the day after you got knocked out the Champions League, bro. And we're still here.
Yeah. But now the way they've spun it is, well, Sociedad are waiting until July, 1st of July, so they can go on to the next accounts. So it won't be on this season's accounts, it'll go on to the next season accounts.
Right.
Yeah. Well, for me, that just sounds fucking stupid, bruv. Yeah, because why wouldn't you want it on this season's accounts? Why wouldn't you want the money on this season's accounts? Why would you want it on next year's accounts?
I have no idea.
That only benefits Arsenal. Yeah, and Arsenal are not the ones that have to play her, bruv. They're in a position of weakness because they ain't got the cash to pay for him up front. Now they're negotiating. So why would Sociedad want that on next year's books? That makes no fucking sense to me. Yeah, surely you'd want it on this year's books so you have bigger spending power going forward. You wouldn't want it on next year's books. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, so if somebody said because they're trying to spend. Yeah, they're trying to spend, so surely you'd want the money on this year's books then because you can spend more. You wouldn't want the money on next year's books because that means you spend less this season, this summer. Yeah, and if it's like if they do it after the 1st of July, then yeah, cool, I understand, fantastic. That goes on next year's books, the same as their signings after that goes on next year's books. Why aren't you doing it this year? What is the difference between this year and next year, bro? What is the fucking difference here? I don't understand it. If you do it if you do it now, the 19th of June at 8 o'clock in the evening, yeah, do it right now and pay them 10 million quid first payment. What's the difference between doing that now and doing it on the 1st of July? The only difference is it's on next year's accounts. How's it make any difference? It's still the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Makes no difference. It makes no difference to me. Like, I'm baffled with it, bro. Yeah, the site not right with that. Listen, I do think he will sign though. Yeah, but at the same time, bro, how many times, bro, we see Caicedo going, here we go to Liverpool, bro, and ends up at Chelsea.
You're just saying that it's not adding up, and I get that.
Bro, we've seen so many. We've seen Vinny Jr. is going to win the Ballon d'Or. Here we go. 2 days later, Rodri wins it. There's loads. Somebody put a compilation together of all of his here we goes that ain't happened. Bro, there's loads of them.
That's
there's fucking shitloads of them, bro. Yeah, it's jarring, bro. Yeah, and it's like, I understand that things change, yeah, but let's just stop playing the game here. Let's just fucking put news out when it's actual news. Right, instead of just putting out, yeah, Ziyech, he said, was done. Yeah, who was the other one? Samu. There's loads, bro. There's shitloads of them.
But didn't they say that Samu failed his medical or something like that, though?
There's loads. I bookmarked it. I think I've still got the bookmark. There's loads. Somebody put a compilation together, bro. Yeah, and it's just like, bro, what are we doing here? Yeah, but these are seen. Look, Rants, you got to play this clip. This is fucking hilarious, Rants. You got to play this. Sorry, I've just seen this one. Yeah, this is funny, bro. This is a tier 1 source, apparently. Yeah, tier 1 source. Big up the chat. You're gonna bust up laughing when you see this. Yeah.
We got everyone inside.
Florian Plettenberg, or Plettigol, as he's known on Twitter.
Oh, is that his name?
This is apparently a tier 1 source. Listen to this.
Okay.
He's in the car, Sadio Mane. Can you hear me? Maybe
Yes,
we can
of course
try
we
to get
can.
a live from him.
Look, we're staying with you, Florian.
Look how happy he is.
Sadio Mane's there. You speak to him. You the man.
Hey, no, this is killing me. Money said, "Who the fuck are you, bro? We doing?"
He wants to say for Sky UK.
Watch this, fans. Watch
I
this.
couldn't see him, by the way, yesterday because he was the whole time in the car.
There he is. He can. Oh no.
Oh my.
And then he chases after him saying, Sadio. There he is.
No, brother. If you are a tier 1 and you don't know what money looks like, yeah, you are fucking kidding me, bro.
Bro, I swear down. Here we go.
Nah.
Every here we go he's got wrong, yeah? See, I bookmarked this shit, bro.
I know, Lee, man.
Here we go. Fabrizio Romano got wrong. Ziyech to Al Nasser. Isco to Union Berlin. Fabricio Bruno to West Ham. Juninho to Sevilla. Malacia to Leon. Tyler Adams to Chelsea. Mikał Tadze to AS Monaco. Brescianini to Napoli. Dzeko to Juventus. Arkadiusz Milik to Roma. Pedro Lima to Chelsea. Joao Pedro to Newcastle. Samu Omorodion to Chelsea. Lazar Samardzic to Inter Milan. Kroos renewing at Real Madrid until 2025. Christian Medina to Fenerbahce. Oscar to Flamengo. Gabri Vega to Napoli. Wijnaldum to Barcelona, Santiago Heza to Anderlecht. Ziyech to PSG, Jack Harrison to Aston Villa. Moise Kean to Atletico Madrid. Bruno Fernandes to Manchester City. Kamaldeen Sulemana to Ajax. Messi renewing at Barcelona until 2026. Felipe Anderson to Juventus. Caicedo to Liverpool. David Silva renewing at Real Sociedad until 2024. Ivan Illich to Marseille. Rabiot to Barcelona. Xabi Alonso to manage Mönchengladbach. Dan Juma to Everton. Joined Tottenham but ended up going to Everton 6 months later anyway. Andre Santos to Palmeiras.
Bro, I'm telling you, we could do the same with David Ornstein. They're all frauds, bruv.
Fucking hell.
Ornstein said that there was no more transfers happening in the summer, bruv, and then Sterling rocks up.
Bro, it's crazy, you know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's Sadio Mane spun me. Oh my
Oh, that's funny. There he is. And then she was, oh no. Well, they still went Sadio. He chased up and said Sadio.
You guys, when he zoomed in, they were like, yo.
I man look like Joel Bayer, bruv. Sadio Mane, bruv. He looked like more like Joel Bayer, brother. What are we doing here about Sadio Mane? You see how chuffed he was with himself. He's like, it's in the car. It's in the car.
Joe, man. Oh my days. That's crazy, guys.
Bro, these are tier 1 sources, apparently, Rants. These are the mainstream that everyone believes.
The thing is, Mane is a popular player. You know them ones. It's not like it's one of them niche players where you gotta be a student of the game, bro. It's Sadio Mane, like. How the fuck you don't know what Sadio Mane looks like? It's crazy, you know, guys.
This is what we're dealing with, bro. Sky Sports. Yeah. These men just do anything. Yeah, just do anything to get their fucking story out first. You know, like we've been told that Nico Williams has been coming to Arsenal by Henry Talks bollocks for 2 years, bro. He's signing for Barca now. I told everyone he was going to Barca 2 years ago.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's the worst kept secret in football, that one.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? It's pathetic, bro. Molero. Yeah, Alberto Molero from Las Palmas. Yeah, we got told he was signing for Arsenal this summer for 60 million euro. He's just signed for Villarreal for 15. Yeah, there's loads, bro. There's loads. Yeah, there's another guy, Mora. Yeah, Raul Moro. Yeah, Raul Moro. Baller, bruv, for Valladolid. What a fucking baller. Winger. Yeah, he's unreal, mate. Yeah, he's probably going to end up at Ajax this summer. Yeah, for about 12 mil. Why don't we go and get him? We could do it with a player that could play left and right wing. And he can play both. Why don't we go and get him? 10, 12 mil. He's on about 10 grand a week. That's a proper player right there. And if it don't work, just go and bin him somewhere else for 30 mil because somebody else will buy him. Yeah, Raul Moro is a bad boy. Yeah, there's so many of these players out there, bro. Oh, yeah, I had a final boss in your chat. Have you seen that?
You don't
see it.
Lee, I was live yesterday, and people were saying that. Oh my days, man was saying that man had Botox or something, or man had man said cheek fillers, no Diddy, fam. You get me? Like, I don't know.
Jules killed him. Jules killed him.
But is it a real picture though?
It's a video of him, bro.
Oh,
Jules screwed it. Jules screwed it.
Why do I not know this George, brother?
It's Spursy, Do-Rag Diaries. He goes on Midday Live with Saeed. He goes on Fam Zone as well. It always wears the do-rag, bruv. Spursy fam. Okay. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's funny.
A man said, yeah, veneers and a BBO beard, you know. Brother, what in the hell, bro? I didn't even know he was still making content. That's awful.
Well, he's trying. He's trying.
That's awful, man. Brother, man said a BBL beard, you know, and veneers is crazy. Fuck. I never seen that, bro.
Man like Charlie Sloth from Wish, bro.
Bro, that's bad, man. That's bad. My bro, listen, the game is the game, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Each to their own, man. You know
that is funny, man. That is funny, man. It's funny.
Oh, brother, no.
See, that's where the internet's hilarious, isn't it? That's where the fucking internet's funny.
Yo, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing. I'll be real about the internet, yeah. Like, it's a cold place at times, man. You gotta be thick-skinned, man, to be a part of this, man, because it's brutal.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely brutal. But bro, like, these are the these kind of things are the beauty of the internet, though. Do you know what I mean? When the internet's done right, it's a great place, isn't it?
Mm.
It's done right. When it's done right, it's a great place, man. And when it's not right, it's the trenches. So, no, that's
Yeah,
nasty.
man. Yeah, you have to have thick skin, bro. Otherwise, it can bury you real quick.
Man said a BBL bitch, you know, like, brother, what?
Why would you even think that up? What made you process that in your brain?
Bro, like, no, Lee, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Man
And you know what the funny thing is? I finished that Juve watch along, yeah?
yeah.
Right? And I put a tweet out about Trent because he had a biblical stinker, yeah? So I wrote it in Spanish, innit? I thought, let me go and see how many fucking comments I've had on that, yeah? Bro, because like, I put it out and inside like 2 minutes, it was on about 2,000 likes. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but he did. Yeah, and Jude got, not Jude, Vinny got booed off. Yeah, crazy. But that was the first tweet I see when I loaded up Twitter last night.
Nasty work, bro.
I was fucking crying, man. I was like, nah, BBL beard, bro. How do you even think about that? Like, what made you process that in your brain to go and put that out? Like, to even think that's a thing? Like, funny though, man. Proper funny.
Shit the bed, mate. Nah, you lot are funny because when these lot were in my chat yesterday telling me, bro, and I wasn't keeping up with what was going on, but now I've seen that video. Yeah, it's spooky. I didn't even know he was still making content. I didn't even know, bro. Like, I don't really go on Twitter like that. I think I tweeted yesterday, maybe, or the day before. Like, whenever the fixtures got announced, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I tweeted yesterday, and before that, I couldn't tell you when I tweeted, bro. I'm just not on there like that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. I had no idea that he was out here. I didn't know he was active doing those things. This is nuts.
No. Well, he's only done. Just looking now, he's done 2 videos in the last month that have totaled 12k views, bro.
Fuck. Okay, so he's not posting often.
Nah. No, there's no point. Every time he does, and nobody's watching it, bro. The views get less.
Fairs.
All right, market opportunity in the crowd, guys, for you younger G's.
Nah.
I don't know about that one. You can have that one, lads.
Hey, brother, have you seen the Xabi Alonso quotes?
What about Trent?
Brother, about suffering, blood.
Yeah, bro. No, I ain't seen what about Trent.
But nah, what did he say stuff about Trent?
Hey, he cooked Trent in the post match.
No way did he cook Trent, bro.
How do you not know this? He cooked Trent in the post match.
I haven't seen this, bro.
Let me go and empty this ashtray quick, yeah, because it stinks. Yeah, I'll be 1 minute.
Man said we suffered tonight. We must suffer. It unites us. We'll be suffering a lot this season, brother. Man, like Xabi Amarim, blood. Is man all right? Hey, brother, he's getting sacked. You know, he's getting sacked. I'll be real, brother. When they announced him, yeah. When they announced him, I said, yeah, that he'll get sacked, yeah. He will get sacked next season. He will get sacked next season. I said it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where, bro, he might not even make it to next season. Bro, I've been tagged in this and it was a Madrid outlet that posted it, bro. So I don't really know. I hope he didn't say that shit. Do you know what I mean? Man is saying it's not true. It needs to be fake, bro. I can't lie, because brother, boy, I seen that, and if he said that shit, it's crazy. Oi, Duncan Castles has tweeted about Mbumo as well. So, like I said, yeah, on Mandem Talk, I believe, yeah, that he's a Man United player before the end of this month. We got 10 days. I believe that deal gets done. Do you know what I mean? And Mbumo's chosen to play for Man United, so it's one of them ones where I think Tottenham being willing to pay more money than us, I think Brentford are probably trying to be cheeky and trying to get more money now. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what it is, but we're getting him, bro. You know what I mean? And that's I think that's quality. Someone in the chat also said that Kudus has been linked with Spurs now. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that.
That's a good signing for you, Mbumo. He's a decent player.
I think so. He's a baller, but also Aaron posted something about us being linked with Kudus, but I think that Kudus's agent are trying to use us to get Chelsea to put the money up. I think that he wants to go to Chelsea. I don't think Man United are in for Kudus, even though I would take Kudus over a striker. I would. So,
Yeah, Kudus has kind of gone off the radar the last 12 months, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sorry to change the subject. Yeah, this is apparently what Xabi Alonso said. I haven't seen the post match. Yeah, Trent is a very talented player, but at this level, talent alone isn't enough. He needs to work harder physically and be more consistent, especially defensively. He has to meet the standards set for fitness, discipline, and effort.
That sounds like a reasonable assessment from the manager. That sounds
Game
reasonable.
day 1.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I don't know if that's true. I got sent it and I haven't verified it. But if that's true, that's hilarious.
But that sounds reasonable though. If it is true, sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
you know
and if it is true, yeah, fair play to him. Yeah, because Thomas Tuchel's cooked him before, and so has Arne Slot.
Yeah, facts.
Jurgen Klopp's cooked him before.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? They've all said the same thing, pretty much, just in different way of saying it. Yeah, and let's be honest with it. He was fucking.
You know what it is, Lee? If a manager says that, yeah, you know that he wants to say something else in it, because that's the most diplomatic, reasonable way of saying this bro got cooked. You know them ones. Like,
he was getting chefed up every time they got the ball.
But he was getting moved to. I'll be honest. There were times where, and the same things happened at Liverpool, to be honest, where you see an attack down his side and you're like, hold on, where is he? Like the camera's panning, he's not there. Do you know what I mean? So I think that is one of them situations where if the manager said that, you know he wanted to say something 10 times worse, but obviously it wouldn't make sense to.
When Vasquez is coming off the bench and looking better than you know there's a problem, isn't it?
Indeed.
Because Vasquez is dog shit.
Indeed, bro.
Oh, it was a fake quote, was it? Oh, okay. So somebody sent me it. It was a fake quote. It's a shame.
Bro, that sounded like a reasonable quote. That's why it sounded like it could be real, to be honest.
Well, that's why I believed it. I didn't verify. I got sent out about 4 a.m. Yeah, so I didn't even bother checking it. But yeah, that sounds like something that Xabi Alonso would say.
Yep.
So I don't know. Listen, it's going to be peak. This season's going to be a long season, bro.
Indeed.
This summer's going to be a long summer, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have all the bullshit going on until September as well for transfers. It's like there's a lot of people out here chatting absolute bollocks. Ben Jacobs is another one. Yeah, the guy did an 8-hour stream naked, bruv.
Oh, what? Sorry, what?
Years and years back, he got sacked from the BBC. How is that even possible? 2009, he got sacked from the BBC, bruv. He tampered with some some footage. Yeah. Yeah, and it was an interview, I think, with Roberto Martinez when he was at Wigan, I think. And apparently, allegedly, he tampered with the fucking content and put a load of expletives in there. Yeah, and he lost a bet as well and did a whole fucking show on radio, butt naked, bruv. Weird guy, brother. Yeah, went off the radar for over a decade. Now he's come back and now he's the oracle in football fucking transfers.
Yeah, that sounds a bit zesty still. You know what I'm saying?
It's proper zesty, bruv. I Google this shit up. It's on the internet. Just type in Ben Jacobs. Yeah, naked. Actually, that's a bit weird. Why for that, bruv? What we doing here? Pause. Type in Ben Jacobs BBC. In fact, even that's the fucking pause. Nah, what? Fuck's sake. If I can't see you, you can't see me, it didn't happen, guys.
Yo, bro.
Yo, brother.
Time out, bro. Time out. Hey, take a touch, mate. You know what I'm saying? No,
bro, I've got the BBC has apologized for the breach, and Director General Mark Thompson has asked to be kept informed about the investigation. Although the BBC refuses to link anybody with the prank officially, a source said the prime suspect was Jacobs, an Oxford University graduate, freelance sports reporter and bulletin reader. According to the source, Jacobs is known for his quirky streak. Yeah, and in May, broadcast an entire 8-hour Saturday night show naked after losing a bet with a colleague about the football team he supports, Leicester City.
Nah.
Bro, they sacked him from the BBC, bro. How do you get sacked from the BBC? They protect nonsense, bro. Like, I won't be doing it. Disappeared for 10 years, come back, and now he's the market leader up there with Fabrizio and fucking Ornstein. Do me a favour. Quirky streak means he's a weirdo, bro. That's basically what that means.
Yeah, nuts.
And people take this guy at face value and go, he's in the know. All right, mate, he's in the know. Okay, mate. I don't believe any of these transfer news, like any of these transfer stories. Nobody really has a clue what's going on, do they? And the thing is, like, because the players are getting paid so much money and the agents are getting paid so much money, yeah, they're not going to come out and say what it is. Yeah, like, can you imagine, right, Mr. Sitter, can you imagine, right, if Sesko come out, or in fact, fuck that, Jokeris, for example.
He's dragged that.
If Jokeris come out and said, nobody's been sporting for me yet. Yeah, I've spoken to Man United and Arsenal. I've agreed personal terms with both of them, but neither of them are bid for me yet. Yeah, that totally fucks the deal up. So he ain't going to do it, bro. And that gets him paid millions, gets his agent paid millions, sporting millions. Yeah, and Man United or Arsenal get a top player. And so he ain't going to do it, bro. They're all liars. The whole thing is a scam. Yeah, because they're lying to you every press conference. They're lying to you every interview, the players, the managers. Yeah,
everyone's playing a game, bro.
To keep their money going, which is cool. I'm cool with that. But let's not pretend that's not what's happening. Yeah, same with some of these content creators. They ain't saying what it is, bro, because they want to keep the gimmick going and get him to press conferences.
Yeah.
To keep their money going, which is cool, but then don't look down your nose at people like me. Yeah, when I'm not trying to do that and I'm saying the truth. Like, Rants, it's jarring waking up every day, and it's so tiring waking up every day saying the same shit that I've said for 5.5 years about this manager. Yeah, which is why I enjoy the second channel, because I can go and talk about other teams. Yeah, but now imagine you're waking up every day for 5.5 years lying. Yeah, just to keep your employment going. That must be even more tiring. And at some point, it'll come to an end because the demographic will change, like it always does. And it's like, this is why we've said it before. These men, they do a YouTube channel, they treat it as their portfolio. Yeah, then they get a job in the mainstream. Yeah. Then the demographic changes. Yeah, and then they don't even bother uploading while they're in the mainstream. And then soon, he got cooked. That's a ball as well. Oh, he should have scored. That should have been a goal. That was a good cross.
Then they end up trotting back with their tail between their legs.
Yeah, and then wondering why they can't get any views anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know many people that can disappear for 2-3 years, come back and get a load of views, bruv, in football content.
Yeah, you got to stay relevant, bro.
Yeah. It's so funny to watch, yeah. But then like I had somebody in my chat the other day. He said to me, he goes, I don't like I agree with a lot of your opinions. I don't like the way you say them.
Oh, bro.
I get that all the time, Rants. Yeah, they agree with most of what I'm saying. They don't like the way I'm saying it. Well, that's a you problem.
Bro, I get that. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Do you know what I mean? Or do you know what I mean? And that's if they even bother to articulate it that way. Usually,
it's not even that, you're a knob.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, yeah, it's that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I hear it, Lee, bro. I couldn't give a fuck either way. But I know most of the time it's not the message, it's the messenger. Because when other people say stuff that I've been saying for years, yeah, people tag me in it, saying, "Oh, Rants."
Yep.
Oh, bro, like, allow it, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've
been saying it, bro. Like, I'm bored of this now.
Facts. So yeah, that's a good point from NSC Gamer. Potsy says everything I say, but he says it in a softer way.
Yeah, Dan's a lot more diplomatic, innit?
Yeah, whereas I'm just calling everyone out. I'll name them. I'll call the player out. I'll call the manager out. I'll call the content creator out. I'll call anyone out. Yeah, because at the end of the day, they're chatting shit. Yeah, and that's cool. You can chat shit. Yeah, but then don't look down your nose at me when I'm not chatting shit. Yeah, and I'm giving you fact-based evidence. Yeah, and that shit winds me up, Rants. Because it's mad disingenuous, and they're finessing a lot of people. Yeah, because most people don't think logically. They don't think outside the box. They just go with what's trendy. Yeah, so go, oh, well, this person's getting the most amount of views. I'll go and watch that because he must be right. Yeah, and that shit winds me up. And this is why people like me and you, yeah, and Saeed, yeah, we say what the fuck, and LB, big up LB, yeah, and others that are, and Carefree Lewis and people like this. There's loads. I can't name them all. We'll be here forever. Yeah, but at the same time, we're not trying to do that to get into press conference or get into a sponsorship deal or get into a red carpet and all that, and whatever it may be. Yeah, we're just saying what we believe is right about the club based on evidence we're witnessing. Yeah. And then when I do these debate shows and panel shows with people, I just sit there and go, yo, cool, let them talk. The more they talk, they fuck themselves up. Yeah, and then I use their words back on them. Yeah, and if you're using their words back on them and you're using fact-based metrics, they're finished. And then they start arguing. And then I start arguing back, and then it gets louder and louder, and then it gets clipped, and it's Lee Gunner's a problem. Yeah, bro, I'm bored of it. Next season, yeah, I texted you the other day. You know what time it is anyway. Yeah, but this is what it is, Rants. I'm bored. It's boring. And this is why, if Arsenal don't sign the players I want, or at least make an effort to sign, not even just the players I want, but to sign enough players to make me think, yo, actually, we might have a chance this year. Fuck them. Yeah, I'll watch the women's team. Yeah, and I'll stream it on the main channel.
But I hear it.
Yeah, I had somebody in my chat go, you'll lose 80% of your views. Brother, no, wrong person, mate. I don't know who you've been watching, but it ain't me. I'm sitting there with 700 people watching Juve at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I hear it.
So it's what it is, man. It's just very jarring that my club's fucking shit, Rants. Yeah, and your club's not far behind. At least you've won a few trophies recently.
No, we're rubbish, but I'm giving them a chance to rectify the situation this summer. Do you know what I mean? So,
but if they don't, though, like, so what does rectify it look like to you?
But we have to recruit. We have to show intent with our recruitment. Do you know what I mean? All stuff like we've been linked to the Emmy Martinez. Yeah, that's cute. Get it over the line, mate. Do you know what I mean?
That's cute.
Because I'm tired of this Anana guy. So it shows a lot of intent if we bin this goalkeeper, because United fans collectively have agreed that this guy's a problem. So we need these 3 players in 100%, and there needs to be more. But the goalkeeper being moved on is a big statement of intent for me, because he's a real problem, man.
No, he is. Ibrahim says, why do I hype United on here and slag them off everywhere else? But I'll slag them off on here. They're shit.
That's it. No,
they're shit.
Yeah.
And do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, that is the rival to me. That's what I grew up on. Yeah, and do you know what? Yeah, it's sad at the same time though. Like, because as much as I fucking hate your club, it's actually sad to see how disgusting your club's been over the last 20 years. Yeah, because you were like the benchmark of English football. Yeah, everyone wanted to be like Man United. Nobody's looking at Man United now and going, right, we want to be like them. The best training ground, the best stadium, the best manager, the best players. Nobody's looking at Man United anymore. It's fucking embarrassing, bro. Yeah, and 2 of the 3 biggest clubs in England are now fucking shit. Yeah, now you've got teams like Chelsea and Man City that are that close to overtaking Arsenal on total trophies. We could go from the 3rd biggest club to the 5th biggest club real quick in the next couple of seasons. Now we're seeing Tottenham win a trophy. They could potentially win another one in August in the Super Cup final. Like, his first competitive game, he could win a trophy. What phase would he be in? No, I don't think he will win it, but you never know, do you? Like, who knows? Who knows what players are going to be fit and available for PSG back then? Right? Esteval, Stinker, and Hook, lads. Zestaval. Man like Zestaval. You Chelsea fans, stop overhyping these scrubs you don't watch.
That's crazy.
They don't watch him, Rants. Zestaval.
Nah, bro, them man are just seeing clips, man.
Nah, that's jokes. How's he been hooked again?
Zestaval is hilarious. That is absolutely, that's going to catch on, you know, because he won't start well.
Bro, he ain't even going to play for Chelsea.
But that's what I'm saying. So
he'll never play. Bro, they were talking about Kendry Pires. He's on loan to Strasbourg. They were hyping Kendry Pires up. Bro, that's how Stinker and Hook started, Kendry Pires. I'm not even taking a piss, bro. Against the Copa America first game. He got, and I leant into the camera and I went, Kendry Pires, Stinker and Hooked. And I tweeted it. And it's blown off ever since. Because these Chelsea man are crazy. Yeah, they've been hyping up this Esteval. Yeah, bruv, he's rubbish. Yeah, he runs around quick. Yeah, he's got a little bit of tech. Ultimately, he ain't good enough to play in the Premier League for Chelsea Football Club if you're serious about winning shit.
That's fucking mental.
And he'll end up on loan at Strasbourg as well. Yeah, with Kendry Pires. They're both flop, and then they'll end up at fucking some shit club like Nice or fucking Nantes. Zestaval at Nantes. That's crazy. Like, we could even go deeper than that. We could go incest avowed. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's nasty, bro. That is nasty. Stinker and hooked is crazy.
I'm doing the merch this season, mate.
Yeah,
When Sal was out here last week,
yeah,
me and Sal.
T-shirts, man. You need them.
Stinker and hooked. What phase is he in? But. Yeah, bro, I got loads. Yeah, we're gonna.
What phase is he in, bro? Yeah, the Gunner quotes, man. I'm telling you, you need the.
I got loads, man. Sal was out here about 10 days ago. Yeah, we were just sitting there and we looked at heat press machines because he's got a bit of time on his hands. So I was like, he's got space in his gaff as well in his conservatory. I said, we'll just buy a heat press machine and you do it.
Yeah, get it done. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're doing it all, man. We're gonna get the baseball caps. We're gonna get the tees. We're gonna get the hoodies. Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is every time Arsenal drop merch, I'm dropping merch.
Nah, you're a monster.
So I'll have about 35 drops next season. We could even do women's merch. Yeah, we could do it in the women's colours as well. Do you know what I mean? We cater for everyone. We could do rainbow merch.
I don't think them rainbow donnies are gonna be buying from you, Lee. I'll be honest.
Well, I don't know. We do cater for everyone, man.
Yeah, but I have a sneaky feeling they won't like you very much.
A sneaky feeling.
Yeah,
come on, man. Nah, listen, non-binary unicorns are welcome as well, bruv. I might even have to put that on the tee as well. Non-binary unicorn.
Fucking hell, Lee.
Yeah, what phase am I in? Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, well, there's loads. And me and Sal were sat there for about 12 hours just plotting, bruv, scheming. So yeah, and he's got the plugs for all the gums as well. So yeah, it's all good. We're going to be doing that. Make sure you fuckers buy it as well.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, every time Arsenal drop merch, I'm dropping merch.
That's mental.
And then that'll show people how many times Arsenal actually drop merch.
If people be hating on your merch, bruv, because they'll be like, Lee's always dropping merch. Be like, bruv.
Yeah, has anyone brought a Lee Gunner t-shirt?
No, it's crazy.
They're hating all the time, bro. Yeah, and the maddest thing is, Rants, yeah, if it bangs as well, it'll fucking double the wages. Cheers. Cheers, Arsenal. We're profiting off a loss. And the funny thing is, Rants, I might not even be watching them. I might be watching the women's team whilst dropping the merch. Heaven, bruv. I see a stat the other day, yeah, La Liga, in the last 2 years, the viewing figures have gone up like 186%. Yeah, and the Premier League figures have gone down 10%.
Why have they gone up? Because of what?
So I fucking single-handedly dragged it out the mud, Rants.
Fair enough, Gunner. I hear it.
I'm fully claiming that.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, bro, no one can prove it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the way there, bro. No one can prove anything else. So I hear it.
Yeah, facts.
I hear it, mate. You know what I mean?
No, do you know what it is? It's because people are bored of watching the Premier League, bro, and they've all bought fire sticks.
Nah.
They've all bought fire sticks to watch all these other leagues, bro.
I hear that.
Yeah, claim the royalties. That's exactly what it is. Oh, we should get Bavert's merch. That'd be hilarious. Get a Jigglypuff on the front of it. That'd actually.
I called this bro Jigglypuff once, yeah, on Twitter, yeah, and then that's his name now, isn't it? That's nasty, bro. That's so.
When was it the FA Cup when you beat us and you did Bavert's raid?
Maybe.
Yeah, Bavert. That was after you beat us in the cup with 10 men on pens.
Bro.
Yeah, and I was like, who the fuck's did? Like, why is everyone saying Bavert's raid? I was baffed, bro, for that 10 minutes. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Bavert's raid.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and then somebody said, no, Rants is raid.
Fuck.
That's where the internet's funny, though, isn't it?
Yeah, nah, trust me. Yeah, it was like 6 years ago I called him that, bro, because he would have been on.
Is that how long ago it was? 6 years ago.
It would have been on AFTV then. This was ages ago, because I remember the first time I called him that year. I remember I was in the studio. Yes, this was United Stand Days, because I was in the studio filming Flex and Rants. And remember, them man used to share a studio with. What the fuck were they called, bruv? What is the South African brother's name? The short guy.
Well, they used to work there.
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah, Brett and them lot.
Yeah.
I can't remember them lot. Yeah, that's when I tweeted that. You know what I mean? But I remember because I was in the room. Brett was there. Flipping, what's his name? Stan was there. Like the AFTV lot. So I remember exactly when I did it. That was time ago.
Yeah, that's time. That's very. I didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, but I ain't seen these guys. Do you know what I mean? In ages, bro. Do you know what I mean? The Jigglypuff thing was mad. That man just
Right.
it was an off the cuff thing.
Yeah, that's funny. That is actually
Yeah.
hilarious, and that sticks as well.
Yeah, bro. Like,
It's the
yeah,
same with your brother though. Jeff Lee Dahmer's stuck fucking. Bro. I swear down that dickhead, bro. I swear. Yeah, I FaceTimed him the other day.
He
Yeah,
said January 2019.
I was in a bar the other day and I FaceTimed him, but he was filming a video. Yeah, and there was the bird who owns the bar. Her son's a Spurs fan. Yeah, and he knows I do YouTube. Yeah, sound lad is like 18, 19 there. And he goes, "Do you speak to X?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll speak to him here and there." He goes, "I love his content." I said, "Oh, let me see if he answers FaceTime. You can like say hello, maybe." Like, because he fucking loves him. Every time I go in there, it's like, "Oh, X. Oh, did you see X's video?" I'm like, "Bro, shut up. I don't support Tottenham." Yeah, and I FaceTimed him. He said, "No, fucking." He messaged me back. He was like, "I'm filming a video." It was like next time. But that Jeff Lee Dahmer, Caucasian Aubameyang stuck as well. Get out of it, man. Fucking Caucasian Aubameyang. There's too many. But when there's one that's funny, like that, Jeff Lee Dahmer, that is actually funny. I can't lie, bro. Same with Jigglypuff's funny.
Yeah.
They stare. It's like shit like that, bro. I can take that banter, innit? It's like when people are being dickheads. Yeah, it's just like, no, piss off. I'll just cook you for 8 hours. Like literally, I'm just streaming for 8 hours. Yeah, but funny shit. I'm cool with that. Like my chat fucking cook me every day.
Yeah, bro.
Literally.
Listen, bro, as long as it's in good spirits, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. Listen, we sit here for a long time, yeah, every day. Yeah, talking, sitting in a chair, yeah, with thousands of people watching. Yeah, you got to have a fucking laugh and a joke, innit? Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, it just becomes too serious, bro. Yeah, and then it becomes a chore. This ain't a job for me. This is a job, but it ain't a job. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, this is mental, man.
Yeah, both of our chats are lit. I can't lie.
Nah, trust me, you lot are the best, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, man, now piss off, Lily Phillips. Now fuck off, man. Now you need blocking, bro. And I'm a mod on this channel, yeah. That's it, Lily Phillips.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. It was looking crazy, though. It was looking crazy though with the Ben Jacobs, but man had to do the timeout. Yeah, so. No,
you lot are tapped, man. Look how creative your chat is. Bon Lee Blue. Get out of here, man.
You don't need to relax, man.
Stop all of this, man. This is weird. Leave me alone. Why are you bullying me, man? Like, I might have to have some time off the internet to get my mind back in the right place. You know what I'm saying? This is disgusting behavior, guys.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it, bro. This is not a safe space, bro. It's not.
And do you know what it is there? With what we do every day, Rants, yeah, anyone can get it as well, isn't it? Like the chat, anybody in the chat can get cooked at any point. Yeah, and we can get cooked by anyone in the chat at any point.
Nah, bro, it's always banter, but bro, why not? You know no way there, bro. Man can't take things too seriously, man.
It makes the streams go quicker.
Exactly. Oh, this Rants Reacts, I told Lee already, Sunday, man. We're gonna run that, people.
Yeah, I sent you that earlier. I was watching it, bro. That Castillo guy, fucking, he's too funny, bro.
Yeah,
that guy is just too funny, man. He definitely smashed that afterwards, though.
But nah,
100%. Nah, he smashed that 100%.
He didn't, bro. Have
you watched it?
No, but I know he did.
Bro, he 100%. He was all over her, bro.
Yeah, but he can be all over her, bro. He ain't her type, bro. You know them ones, unless.
Bro, she ain't got a type.
No, but she does for the right price. Do you know what I'm saying? And they get paid different money. You know them ones there. Like this is what I'm trying to say.
She said on that video, yeah. She said, "Yeah, I just get people to just come up, rock up at my house at any time."
Yeah, but she says that
at your house.
Yeah, but Lee, she has to say that though. You know the ones because
true.
Because
but I actually kind of believe her because
Lee,
like, bro,
she's only on that show. Yeah, let's be real. Yeah, like we're in YouTube. We know how much YouTube pays. They can't afford her. Her and Bonnie Blue. Yeah,
they're on the next stratosphere.
Bruv, they're millionaires, bro. They can't afford their appearance fee. These girls are going on these things because they know it goes viral, bro. Like that's why. Like it's not about the money for them; it's about the attention. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So, like, them gal are in a different tax bracket. They're not doing things if it doesn't make business sense. Like they're just not doing it. You know them ones. So it's one of them things where when she's there and she's saying all the stuff she's saying, it's because she knows it's gonna go viral and it's gonna equate to money later on
down the road. Yeah.
This is This is what they're
It's
doing.
like starting YouTube and then sitting there streaming like Andorra versus Sweden with 100 people watching, because you know in a year's time you'll have 1,000 people watching.
But that's exactly what it is. So she's gone and she's done that because she knows, innit? Like it's a game to her. She's not sitting there looking at this guy like, oh yeah, like he's got a chance. She's like, yo, I'm here on business. You get it? Like this is the whole thing's business. So, and it's the same with the Bonnie thing as well. Like it's business, man. Do you know what I'm saying? They're the ones playing the game.
Well, they're playing it better than any of these hoes.
They are. Hey, bro, listen. They are.
Bro,
Yeah.
they've made all these fucking football Twitter hoes, irrelevant. Literally. Yeah, all these Twitter only fan birds, that's latched onto football clubs, bro. They're now in the mud. They're finished. Yeah, because these two are next level. They're like the Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah, of hoe. Like literally.
I told man already the Ballon d'Or, bro. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it, bro? You know what I'm saying?
That should actually become a thing.
Yeah, bro. Who's gonna win it, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Ballon d'Or. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro. It's the race, man. It's the race to the bottom, not even the top.
Yeah, but do you know what though, right? Like that Bonnie Blue, bro. Like that bird's tapped, yeah. Like somebody put in the comment, I think he's right with this one. That one, yeah, that Lily Phillips, yeah. She's got too far invested in it now that she can't back out. Yeah. Whereas that Bonnie Bluebird, like she's just fucking tapped, bruv. Yeah, she actually like loves all the bullshit.
Around saying that she was born a boy and that. You know them way.
Bro, do you know what? That'll be the ultimate funniest thing ever in the world.
Even though I don't think that picture's her, it looks like her, bro. I can't.
The nose, the face, the eyes.
Like bad,
but that could be AI, bro. Yeah, and it was a wiki page, yeah, and anyone can edit a wiki page.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't think it's real, but brother, if it was, it would be crazy. I can't lie. Man will be just lying down in bleach at home trying to get that stench off. You know what I'm saying? So,
domestos and that.
Yeah. Oh, better just be in a bar full of bleach at home, man, with rubber gloves on.
And do you know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, you know, most of these people that have fucking gone and put the face mask on and beat it, yeah. Right? You know, they've all gone and told their mates as well, innit? Oh, yeah, I want to met Bonnie, I shagged Bonnie Blue and all this here. Now imagine it comes out that she's actually a geezer. Yeah, bro.
I mean, you're not getting that spell off.
I beg that's true. I beg that actually happens, bro. I beg it actually gets verified that, yes, I did grow up as a geezer. Yeah. And I had to change when I was like 17, 18, 19 or whatever, yeah? Because you know what? That'll be the ultimate catfish, bro. Yeah, that'll be it. The bro, she'll go down in history. They'll be teaching this in school in about 20 years' time, bro.
No fact.
It would be funny. I can't lie. That would be hilarious, bro. Yeah, but I think with her, like, she's just tapped, bro. I think this other one, like, she started to be tapped and now she's regretting being tapped. And now she's gone too far invested in it that she can't get out of it.
100%. Now she got to lean all the way in now.
Yeah, and now she's seeing this other one, Bonnie Blue, fucking take it next level. So now she wants to go next level because she has to play the game now. But imagine getting with that bird, bruv, and you're walking down the street, yeah, and you know half the people have fucking smashed it. Now, fuck that, bruv. What are we doing here? These girls are wrongins.
They are, but bro, listen.
But people are still wife that, you know.
Yeah, but this is the point, bro. Like, until people start shaming these people, yeah, they're gonna continue to do it. Like, do you know what I mean? They're still getting away with these things, Lee.
But that's why I like that Castillo guy, because he just blatantly takes the piss. Yeah, and they ain't got a clue that he's even taking the piss because they're that thick. Yeah, they don't get it.
Yeah, 100%. And there's a cultural barrier as well, blood. So they don't get half the time when he's saying certain things. But they don't care because they're there for their own banner. Yeah,
but what's the end goal? Yeah, because like you can have all the money, they're probably minted and can retire now and never work. Yeah. Right. But what's the end goal? What, like in 20 years' time, you're still gonna be doing this? Like, where are you at in 20 years? What's the end? Like, where does it end? Like, and what does that look like in 10 years from now? Like, because you can't walk down the street in 10 years' time, without anyone not knowing who you are. Everyone's going to know who you are by then, because most people know who you are now, let alone in 10 years. And then the generation that are growing up now that ain't even teenagers yet will know who you are. Yeah, it's like more and more people are going to know who them two slags are. Yeah, bro, that's going to be mad weird in 10 years' time, because you know what's going to happen, yeah? They're going to come out with a sob story in 10 years' time saying, I want all my videos deleted.
100%.
Yeah, my mental health this, and I was in a bad space, and that's why I did it. And then No, I started resorting to drink and drugs and all of that. They'll come up with a sob story, bruv, and nobody will care.
100%. No, they won't.
It's sad. It's sad,
Wow.
really, isn't it? I swear,
Yeah,
man.
no.
Fucking the fathers have failed, bruv. Literally.
I hear it. Bro.
Yeah, Lara Rhodes did that. Yeah, you're right. Lara Rhodes did do that.
Who's that? Lara.
Lara Rhodes, she did that. She came out and said, I want all my videos
That's
deleted.
Lara Rhodes test, man. Well,
All right, look who got superior player of the match again, by the way. Look who got superior player of the match again. Esteval.
You're doing
For what? Exactly. Bro, 2 in a row.
Bro, it's apparently it's fans though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fan voted.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go then, isn't it?
Bro, this guy's done nothing in 2 games. He's won superior player of the match. He's been subbed twice.
Mm.
All right, this is all good though. Yeah, because these Chelsea fans are gussing him up even more now. So it's going to hit even more when he flops. When he don't get a game for Chelsea ever and gets loaned to Strasbourg. Then sold. Crazy. I can't believe he's got man of the match again. But do you know what? Actually, I say I can't believe it. I can believe it because when in La Liga it's fan voted as well. Yeah, when Jude went to Real Madrid, he was winning it every week.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Yeah, and then Mbappe's gone there. He's barely won any. Yeah, compared to Mbappe.
Yeah, their man wanted Mbappe out halfway through the season, bro. You know
Yeah, and Mbappe's winning more MVPs than Jude.
Yeah, it's mental.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. That's all it is. Yeah, Chelsea fans all around the world are just sitting there voting for him.
Shit.
I can't fucking believe it. He's got man of the match again.
Mental.
He had one shot that ballooned out the stadium. That's about it.
Man, like Esteban. Oh well, at least we get to do the hate watches. Do you know what I mean? In the league. What is he a Chelsea player after this tournament? Yeah. Does he join Chelsea for pre-season?
I guarantee he don't play for Chelsea. I'll be shocked if he starts for Chelsea. And if he does, watch how quick they realise he's shit.
He'll be in the squad. You know what I'm saying? And we're still running the 007 thing, even if he doesn't start. We don't care.
All right, you know what happened? Yeah, Don set up 1,000 email accounts rather than just voted for him.
Fuck you know.
Man like Don. But no, he's not going to do nothing in the Premier League. They'll loan him out before the end of the pre-season.
Yeah.
Well, look at fucking hell. What is he doing? You see him? He just booted the ball at the fans. It's all kicking off.
No, that's crazy, bro.
Ricard Rios has been booked, bro. Anthony Taylor's lost control here, lads.
Nah. All right, this is funny. Jaden said hate watching an 18-year-old. Brother, let me tell you something. You know the amount of little 15, 16-year-olds that are in me and Lee's chatting rubbish, yeah? Like they wouldn't get their face caved in real life, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. If I would have hate watch an 18-year-old, I will. So what, bruv?
Oh, he's an adult,
isn't he? Yeah, bruv. So what? You know the ones there. You know the amount of these little dickheads be in my chat chatting shit to me and could never do anything to me in real life, and I'm still here every day, bro. So if I want to hate watch an 18-year-old, I'll fucking do it. What are you gonna do, mate? You know the ones that what are you gonna fucking do? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you freaking these little dickheads online think, oh, you know what? He's older than me. I'm not going to be in his comments chatting shit. They're still chatting shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'll chat my shit too. I don't give a fuck.
They're born buffering, bruv.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying. I'll chat my shit too, bro. Do you know what I mean? Imagine these little fucking mutants saying, oh, you know what? I'm going to respect my elders and not be in the chat chatting shit. They're still chatting rubbish, bro.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, though, Rants? Yeah, like, most of them are deformed, bruv. no, real talk. No, real talk, Rants. Most of them have got something wrong with them. Like, bro, their dad's fucked off. Yeah, because soon as the mum birthed him, yeah, he was like, oh shit, I've birthed a mutant. If she's birthed a mutant here, I've got to go. Yeah, so he's done one. Yeah, they get bullied at school. Yeah, they're bottom of the class. They now bunk off school. Yeah, and now they treat their mum like shit. Well, you've only got one mum, mate. You can have multiple dads, so look after your mum. Yeah, real talk. No, real talk. It's true, though, isn't it? You've only got one mother, mate. Yeah, so make sure you look after your mum. Yeah, and then they sit there thinking they're bad on the internet, bruv. Shut up. It's boring. Nah, it's boring, bro. It's like, bro, back at school, you just get punched in the head.
Yeah, no, it's facts.
Yeah, it'd be a big ruck in the car park at the end of school, bruv. Fucking everyone going, fight.
Pure fact.
Yeah, as soon as the fucking rucksacks get thrown on the floor, it's on, bruv. I get out of here, man. No, it's jarring, but it's funny at the same time because they're in the wrong chats, bro. Like when they come in, I get them in my chat all the time. Yeah, I'm like, wrong chat, mate. I don't know where you've been watching other content, bro, but this is the wrong chat to be doing that because I'll just cuss you.
That's fucking funny, bro. No,
I'll say it as well. They're spastics, Rants. They're retards. Retards. Yeah. No, they are, bro. They've all got something wrong with them, bro. They can't even spell 3-letter words off of them.
No.
Yeah, bro. This is why I don't even run my TikTok. I've got somebody else to do that now. Yeah, one of my pals. Yeah, I was like, I'll sign out. We'll set up a new password. I don't want to see it. I've deleted the app. You do it. Yeah, and I was showing him some of the comments. He goes, "How come they can't spell 3 or 4-letter words?" I said, "Because they're spastics, bro."
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, bro. But this is why, this channel's called the Top Set, bro. Yeah, I'm saying because them man are window lickers, bro. You know them ones. So we have to separate ourselves from these guys. Like we have to.
They were on the special bus, bro. I can't.
Bro, I swear down, bro. They're man sitting in class following laser pens on the ceiling and that. Do you know what I mean? These fucking mutants. Do you know what I mean? And this is exactly what it is, bro. And this is why. This is exactly why.
But
you know what I mean?
Biting batteries and that. Like, do you know what I mean? They're fucking. They're super gluing their hand to the table and that because they can. Like, oh, look at me! I've super glued my hand to the table. Yeah, good one. Fucking weirdos, man. I swear down, these people are
bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is what these men are on, bro. I'm telling you, this is what they're on. You know what I mean? Chewing pencil shavings and that. This is exactly why, yeah. Man, have to differentiate yourselves from these guys, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the Top Set, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on. There's not many of us out there, Rants. Like,
winners only, mate. You know what I'm saying? So now
winners win, losers explain, brother. They're all explaining fuck all, yeah, because they can't even construct a sentence.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? The game is the game, people. No, I mean, get these lights up, man. We're 90 lights off.
Yeah, eating the felt tip pens and the crayons and that.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I said sitting next to the teacher, you know. Nah, it's crazy. Nah, man, let's get these lights up, people. Yeah, hey, is Messi playing? Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I think he's starting. Yeah,
yeah,
he was there.
Man ain't playing. I ain't watching it, bro. I seen Messi.
That was me with Conceição at 3 a.m. Run. So I was like, if Conceição ain't playing,
what is it? Messi, Suarez, Busquets. Who else plays for them? And Alba, in it. Is Alba there as well?
No, I don't think Alba's there anymore. Why can't I see it?
Oh, he left already.
What's this doing? It's Messi. So I think Messi's starting in Miami.
Oh,
the internet's crashed, bruv. The internet's crashed.
Man said Alba's injured, so but he is there. He's injured. Okay.
Messi has never started. Listen to this stat. Yeah, this is crazy. Messi has never started back-to-back goalless draws in his club career.
Fact.
That's fucking mad. Never started back-to-back goalless draws in his entire career. That's insane.
I said Porto gonna thump them probably, but we're gonna.
Nah. They got Fabio Vieira in midfield, bruv.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they're finished. They got Fabio Vieira. Is he actually starting? I can't even see it. If I go on Google Club World Cup, it don't even come up with a lineup. Comes up with a bench, not the starting 11. It's a bit tapped. It always does it for Inter Miami as well. The internet goes a bit weird when you type into Miami.
Hey, Busquets, proper player.
FC.
I said Inter Miami. Yeah, they might stink, but well, we're gonna see what these men do anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, FC Porto's starting 11 is okay. So here we go. Yeah, Messi, Suarez, Segovia, Busquets. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Yeah, Messi a bag today as well. He should have bagged a couple the other night. He hit the bar, he hit the post. He fucking had a couple of decent efforts. All right, it's Gabri Viega's playing. My baller, bro. Fabio Vieira's playing. What else is there? Mora's playing. Number 86. Keep your eyes on him. Samu. Another Mora, João Mario. They got half decent teams, to be fair. I think Messi's team doesn't.
No. They should get smoked, shouldn't they?
They should. But I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. They're too
What
open.
what state are they playing in?
Oh, good question.
Because it's obviously the American team, but they're not playing at home, are they?
They're in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, interesting.
That's around the corner from Matty.
And that's it. So we're gonna see in it. Like, man's gonna ain't that geezer that played for Arsenal, bruv, for Porto?
Yeah, Fabio Vieira.
Okay, yeah. That's
He's
what
on loan.
Okay.
Teabag, man, like Teabag from Prison Break.
Yeah,
bruv.
that's it.
Yeah, his debut, he came off the bench against your lot, gave the ball to Bruno, who set up Rashford for an equaliser. Yeah, and I called him out in a fan cam and said, "Send the fucker back to Porto. He's shit."
Okay.
And the sort of fans were going, "Oh, a lovely 20-minute cameo from Fabio Vieira." No, it weren't. He gave the ball to fucking Bruno, bruv, and they scored.
Mental.
Yeah, and now he's back at Porto. It's almost like I knew Rants 2 years ago. It's almost like you don't need to. It's almost like you don't need to watch these players for weeks and months and years to know whether they're good or not.
Nope.
Is what it is.
Not at all. But yo, guys, we're gonna watch the watch the game, innit? So you look, hit the refresh. You doing a watch along as well?
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm doing all of them. Yeah, Seattle Sounders against Atleti. PSG Botafogo 3 a.m. my time. I'll be doing a stream on the main in between as well.
See that? You're a madman.
Yeah, so, well, bro, it is what it is. Yeah, my mum's just texted me saying that she's rocking up next Wednesday. I haven't seen my mum since last summer. So yeah, bless up, mum.
There's it. So now, big up, man. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Gunner. You already know what time it is, and subscribe to the Reacts channel. And also make sure you subscribe to my Clips channel as well, people. Do you know what I mean? We're cooking. But yeah, big up. Man's gonna do a quick turnaround, and then yeah, man, we'll bring you this watch along.
Mutants out.